What is going on, everybody? Coach Jay here, and welcome to your 25-minute full body build. Increase the volume. In today's workout, we are starting from top, working our way down. So in circuit 1, we have chest and back, and then we are finishing things off with our legs in circuit 2. So be ready. We're doing a lot of work, we're doing a lot of movements, and it's gonna be exhausting, but it's gonna be fun work. But before we begin, we have to warm things up. So let's go ahead and get started with our warm-up. So we're gonna go ahead and get started with some good mornings. I want you to place your hand behind your back since we are doing deadlifts today. So you're gonna push that booty back, soft bend in those knees, feel that stretch through the hamstring, stand up, nice and tall. Big inhale and exhale. Lock it out at the top. Breathing in and out. There we go. Oh yeah, that feels really good. You want to feel that stretch all the way through the hamstring. You want to engage your core. So as you're doing this, pretend like you are actually doing a deadlift. You don't want to have a round back. You want to have a nice neutral spine. Core is engaged. Booty is being pushed back. Soft bend in those knees so you can feel that stretch through the hamstring. You might even be able to activate your glutes here. 15 seconds. 3, 2, 1. We're not even there yet. 10 seconds. I'm moving faster than the clock today. There we go. 3, 2. Go ahead. Step back. We're now going to be doing caterpillar. So we're going to walk our hands down into a high plank and then walk it back. So walk your hands down, out to a high plank. Engage that core. Walk yourself back. Roll the shoulders at the top. Walk it down. Bring it back up. Roll the shoulders back. There we go. You're going to feel a stretch in your calves. You're going to feel your core engage. And then we're just getting a little shoulder rotation. We do have back happening today. So this is going to help us depress our shoulders, not our feelings. All right? Less than 30 seconds. Breathing in and out. And take your time here. I don't want you to rush through this. I do want that plank to still feel like you're doing a real plank, even though this is a warm-up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's head down to the floor. We're now going to be doing what's called a beast activation. We're basically going to be in beast or quadruped position. We're engaging that core. So hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath your hips, tuck those toes underneath. We're going to lift off the ground. Pull that belly into your spine, okay? So it should feel like you're not sucking in, but you're engaging and you're pulling that muscle back. That's how we engage our core here, okay? And you can't see it now because my shirt is really loose, but you should be able to breathe. You should be able to talk as you do this. If you're sucking in, right, you're holding your breath and you're unable to do that. 20 seconds here, breathing in and out. And if you have to take breaks in between, feel free to drop your knees and then relift. This is just activation. And then down. Good. 10 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, beautiful. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with circuit 1. So we're doing a dumbbell low row with a chest press. So we're gonna start here, hinging at those hips. Weight is gonna be down here in front of you. You're gonna pull, rotate. Now, side view, you're gonna pull, rotate. So keep those shoulders down. You do not wanna hike them up towards the ears, all right? If you do wanna keep the weights by your side, feel free to keep the weights by your side. But again, remember, shoulders stay down. If they start to peel up towards your ears, I want you to recenter yourself, stop the set, and then I want you to just like roll those shoulders back and do it again. Chest press, you guys know what to do. Rock your whole body weight back so you can get on the floor. And then we're gonna keep those elbows and wrists in line with one another. And we're gonna press up over the chest. Not up here, not down here. All right, you ready? Let's go ahead and grab our weights. Hinging at those hips. Big inhale. On that exhale, we pull. There we go. Now, for me, you guys know this about me. I like to do a little rotation action with my wrists, as you can see with the weights. The reason why, if you're new to the party, is because I feel like I get a full relaxation here, and then I get a full contraction here. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, head down to the mat. Weights are gonna go on your knees. We're gonna rock our whole body weight back. Boom, plant those feet on the ground and elbows are gonna be on the floor. You're gonna use your floor as a safety in case you get fatigued through this circuit. Down, inhale, exhale up, just like so. Now, even though we are on the floor, I want you to engage your core. Don't leave it all up to the ground. Just like so. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, rock it up. Now, here's the tip with chest presses. You couldn't see it from a side view, but if you're here and your elbows are right out here, right? That's putting a lot of strain on your chest and your shoulders. So you want to bring those elbows slightly down like so and press straight up, okay? So think the shape of a triangle versus a square or a rectangle. We don't want a square or rectangle, we want to create a triangle. So head being the point, our elbows being the bottom ends of the triangle. So it should feel like you're in the shape of a triangle. And that's gonna take less strain off of your shoulders and your pec minor. So it should feel a lot more comfortable. We have less than 30 seconds, so catch your breath. If you feel like you need some water, grab some water. All right, go ahead, stand on up. Feet at hip distance apart. Push that booty back, big inhale. Exhale, pull. There we go. Take your time here. Remember, form is way more important than getting the reps. Now, if you're having a hard time with the reps and the form still feels wonky, you might want to just go a little lighter. 10 seconds. There's no ego lifting in this workout, or in any of my workouts. 3, 2, 1. All right, have a seat. Remember, dumbbells on the knees. Use your whole body weight to rock yourself back. Plant your feet on the floor. Start on the ground. Remember, triangles, not rectangles. Here we go. Up, down, and up. Use your breath. Your breath has power, folks. Sometimes I have to remind everybody. Because breathing is, for some reason, I found that breathing is really challenging for some people through weightlifting, where they just hold their breath. So if you find yourself doing that, whether that's just exhaustion or it's just something that you do out of bad habit, just remember to breathe. And you can breathe loudly. You can breathe with a grunt to remind yourself, come on up, to remind yourself to breathe, right? You can be like, ha! That's fine. If you live in an apartment, your neighbors might have some questions. But if you live at home, your dog might look at you funny. That's a thing. But you can also just do a very loud, audible exhale through the mouth. So like a blowing out like a balloon. So do little tricks if breathing is really challenging for you when you're weightlifting, because breath is extremely important. I can't stress that enough. Like, I will be a broken record talking about breath. All right, go ahead, stand on up. Shake it off. So we have one more superset of this circuit. Circuit 2 is a little bit longer, only because we have to do one side at a time before we hit our leg movement. So we're gonna do single arm deadlifts in circuit 2, or split stance deadlifts, and then we have to do our deadlift. So a split stance, whoa, low rows, and then our deadlift. Here we go, low rows, pull. There we go. Roll those shoulders back. Take your time here. Engage that core. 10 seconds. 5, 3, 2, 1. Head down to the floor. All right. Rock it all the way back. We're gonna head down here. Keep that core engaged. Big inhale. On that exhale, explode with that push. And go. Down. Inhale. Exhale. Up. There we go. Explosion. Nice. Come on. Stay with me. You got it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so let's talk circuit dos. All right, so this is the last circuit of the workout. It's a very long circuit. And the reason why is because we're doing single arm split stance low rows coupled with a deadlift. What does that mean? Why are we doing split stance low rows when we just did low rows? And that's because we all are imbalanced. We all have one stronger side, one weaker side. We tend to have, you know, if you've ever brushed your teeth with your non-dominant hand, just jamming the toothbrush into your gums, we need to build a sense, I'm losing the word here, but we need to keep it even. That's what I wanted to say. We need to keep everything even. We don't want to have a stronger side or create more imbalances. Gosh, the English language can be challenging sometimes. So, I do want to talk more about the deadlift, so let's talk about the deadlift, okay? We're doing 12 reps with your deadlift, so your feet are gonna be a hip distance apart. Similar to your good mornings, you're gonna push that booty back, let the dumbbells or your knuckles drag down your thighs. Once your knuckles hit your knees, then you can go ahead and bend your knees. We're gonna stop mid-shin and then stand back up like so. Essentially, you wanna create a straight line going up and down. You don't wanna create a zigzag or a V shape. Because if you go around your knees, you're exhausting yourself trying to stabilize the weight. So here we go. Push that booty back, up. There we go. Keep that core tight, breathing in and out. There we go. So I want you to notice how the dumbbells are moving in a straight line. If we can get that camera angle to there, so we can see that beautiful form. Push that booty back and up. So notice how the dumbbells are moving in one straight line. I'm not moving around my knees, which I'll show you in a second. So this is moving around your knees. Notice how the dumbbells are moving away from my body. We don't want that. Go ahead, take a recovery, drop one dumbbell, and we're gonna do split stance low rows for 8 reps. So go ahead, stagger your stance. Dumbbell is gonna be right at your foot, at your front foot. You're gonna bend that knee. You can either do hand, elbow, or you can challenge yourself and do a balance. Here we go. Pull, down. Remember, shoulders depressed, not your feelings. Graze your rib cage with your elbow. Keep that core tight. 3, 2, 1. Drop the weight, switch sides. Move this off to the side there. All right. Get into that stance and pull. Inhale, exhale. There we go. You got to keep that core engaged. Try not to let your chest rotate. 3, 2, 1. 1 minute recovery. So if you're new to the party and you're like, what does that mean? Don't let your chest rotate. Well, when we get exhausted, whenever we're doing something like this, right? We want to create momentum. We want path of least resistance. What does that mean? And that means our body is naturally going to accommodate the challenge, meaning we're going to start to rotate like this. It's almost going to feel like you're trying to start your grandfather's lawnmower, and we don't want this motion because we're now taking away from the lift itself. You're not going to be even touching the muscle group we're trying to challenge. So try to keep the chest square to the top of your mat. You want to breathe. If you start to find yourself peeling open just a little bit, I want you to drop the weight. I want you to shake off all of that fatigue, recenter, grab your weight, and then start again, okay? So we got 10 seconds of recovery. I need to catch my breath. Whoo! Felt like that was a lot of words. Okay, go ahead. Stand up nice and tall. Roll those shoulders back. Down. Up. Sometimes I just have so much to say, I forget to breathe. Push that hip back and then up. There we go. Core is tight. You got it. Stay focused. Five seconds. 3, 2, 1. Drop one of the dumbbells. All right. So remember, hands, elbow, balance, shoulder square, core tight. I know that sounds like a lot of things, but I know you can do it. And remember, breathe. Okay, here we go. Into your staggered position. Remember, put all of that weight into that front leg. Here we go. Pull. Down. Five seconds. 3, 2. Drop the weight. There we go. Other side. Remember, put all of that weight in the front leg. This is your weaker side. Pay attention. Shoulder down. There we go. Nice work. 3 seconds. 2 and 1. Drop your weight. Nice job, everybody. Okay, we got one more round. You got this. I believe in you. Now, for those of you, if the deadlift is the challenging one, right? Deadlifts can be scary, whether they're barbell, dumbbell, any other form, right? Just remember, you don't need to go all the way down to the ground. Just go to where you feel the stretch. So if where you feel the stretch is right here, great. If it's a little lower, fantastic, okay? Just take your time with the movement. If you need to, strip the weight and just focus on your technique, focus on your form, okay? Remember, there's no ego lifting here. I'm here to help you get stronger, get better, get more confident with every movement that you do in my workouts and in every other class that you take, all right? So grab your dumbbells, hinging at those hips, stand up nice and tall. Roll those shoulders back. Push that booty back, keep that chest nice and proud, and then up. There we go. Shoulders back, chest proud. Beautiful. Keep that spine nice and neutral. "15 seconds. Stay with me. 3, 2, 1. Drop one dumbbell. Last set of split stance low rows. Okay? Now I do want you to challenge yourself here if you can. If you're doing hands, maybe go down at elbow. If you're at elbow, maybe try the balance. Who knows? Just remember, shoulder square, core is tight. Here we go. And pull. You can do it. Come on. Stay with me. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. All right. Go ahead. Bring that front leg forward. Put all that weight in there. Grab that dumbbell and let's pull. Keep those shoulders square. Core is tight. 3, 2, 1. You're done. Nice work, everybody. Good job. Take a second, catch your breath. Maybe shake off those arms. We're going to start in a standing position. So grab some water. Do what you need to do. All right. We're gonna start with a forward fold. So inhale, arms come up. On that exhale, forward fold. Soft bend in the knees if you need it. Drop your head, relax your neck. Feel your spine just decompress. Maybe feel the stretch all the way through your hamstrings, your calves. Just melt into your stretch, right? Don't force anything. Whenever we're cooling down, right? Even though we've worked out and our body is hot and sweaty, our muscles are still tight. So go as far as you feel comfortable, and then with every breath, try to go a little deeper and a little deeper. 10 seconds. All right, from here, go ahead and spread your legs a little bit wider, like so. All right, and from here, I want you to push that booty back and try to get your chest as close to the ground as possible. You're gonna feel a deeper stretch in your hamstring. From here, I want you to go ahead and shift your weight to one side. Grab one foot. Really exaggerate the stretch on one side. So the opposite side is not gonna feel as tense or as stretchy, right? Because we're not stretching it. Putting all the efforts on one side. And then when you're ready, go ahead, shift to the other side. Breathing in and out. And if one side does feel tighter, I would say stay on that side longer, okay? Or go back to that side if you switched. From here, go ahead, stand on up. We're gonna go ahead and stretch out our chest or open up our chest and shoulders. So I want you to go ahead and clasp your hands behind your back. Punch the floor like so, rolling your shoulders back. Breathing in and out. Maybe lift your chin up. Feel that stretch through your esophagus. Fun little tip, if you pull your chin up as you do this and your mouth starts to draw open, that means you've gone too far. That muscle is too tight. So go back, bring your chin back down until you can close your mouth fully. And you can eventually work on loosening the muscles in your neck up. I learned that when I used to teach yoga way back when, which is now over 10 years ago. That was like 12, 13 years ago. That's insane. A few more seconds here. Go ahead, release your arms, shake things out. Folks, you did such an amazing job in today's workout. And please, please, please always remember to put away all of your weights so you have a nice, clean, safe space for the next time you hit the mat. And I will see you on the mat real soon. Bye, everybody.